Yo, what's up? This your boy Derek Branch here of Saint Discussions on Strike 7 Sports. Today's video, I just want to talk about the possibility of Derek Carr having a Drew Brees like season his first year with your New Orleans Saints. When I say Drew Brees like season, I'm not talking about his final years with the team, his 2020 season. I'm talking about, his 2020 year, he wasn't that bad, but he wasn't the Drew Brees that we know we all have become accustomed to. I'm talking about the Drew Brees we saw in 2011, the Drew Brees we saw in 2009, 2012, even during the 79 years where he was just a machine. Back that cyborg, quarterback throwing for, 4,000 yards, 4,500, 4,700 yards, 35, 36 touchdowns, maybe 10 or 11 picks, 9 picks. That Drew Brees. That's the Drew Brees I'm talking about. To me, I think it's possible, given, the situation at hand, given the pieces that we have right now, the Saints have right now with, we got Michael Thomas coming back from his injury. Hopefully there's no setbacks. I'm glad he didn't, you know, participate in any type of OTAs like certain people were, fussing about. Chris Olave is going into his second season. Rashid Shaheed, he going into his second year. He showed a lot of promise last season. Olave showed a lot of promise last season. You got Brian Edwards, a guy that you're familiar with during your time with the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? You got James Washington. He's coming into the mix, a veteran wide receiver who has experience, explosive play experience. You know what I'm saying? Foster Moreau, another player that you're familiar with the Raiders. He's coming back. He's gonna be playing this season. Thank God that he's you know, had a successful operation with the cancer. But this is good, man. I think he can't have that type of year, man. Like, he can't have it. Leadership is there. You got a defense that you didn't have with the Las Vegas Raiders. You never had a top tier defense. Derek Carr has never had. I won't even say. I don't think Derek Carr had a top 10, a top 15 defense with the Raiders. So you have everything to succeed this year, and also you have A.T. Perry, who many people it believes could be the steal of the draft. Certain talking heads say that, and I was shocked myself that A.T. Perry dropped that low in the draft. I thought he was like a third round. I would say a second or fourth round pick at most. But he's gonna have a nice arsenal of weapons. Even if they don't make the move for Hunter Renfro, he has a nice arsenal of weapons. You have three-headed monster at running back with Alvin Kamara. I know he's gonna be suspended for a certain period of time, but he's coming back. Hopefully he'll come back fresh. You'll have Jamal Williams, who coming over from Detroit, and Kendrick Miller, the rookie out of TCU. So he has, you know, the potential to have that type of season, you know. And if everything come into play, everything, falls in line, players come in locked in, no significant setbacks, I believe Derek Carr could possibly throw for 4,400 yards, 35, 36 TDs, and maybe like 10 picks, 10 to 11 picks. That's what I think he can accomplish with this football team. You know, I think there's a lot left on the tank for him. He's a lot to prove. Why the Raiders decided to part ways with him, but in the same token, Josh McDaniels like he wants to part ways with everything that John Gruden did. So Hunter Renfro might be next. You already got rid of Darren Waller. I don't expect him to pay Josh Jacobs, their running back. So we'll see how it plays out with the Raiders. But Derek Carr is gonna have I think he's gonna have a rebirth with his team. He's gonna have a rebirth. He's gonna remind folks of why he's that guy, why he's one of the league's best quarterbacks with his team. And this ain't hype. This ain't hyperbole. See, some of you might take it as hyperbole, but I don't think it's hyperbole because I think he can do that in his first year. You know, um, the talent is there. They have no excuses of why that offense should be stagnant as we have seen it the past 2 seasons. 2 seasons. No excuse. Pete Carmichael has no excuse. You got a quarterback back there that you can trust, that you should be comfortable with. Reminds you of Drew Brees. Open that playbook up. Let it fly. You know what I'm saying? So looking forward to seeing how, things play out during training camp. You know, his cohesion with Michael Thomas, his cohesion with his chemistry with Chris Olave, Rashid Shaheed. He's familiar with Brian Edwards. He's familiar with Foster Moreau. So everything is coming into place for him to have a monster season, and maybe even put his name in a hat for MVP. You know, and the games that hopefully the games that the Saints were struggling to close out last season, they don't have that issue this year. You know, not be able to put points on the board, selling for field goals, blowing leads. They shouldn't have that issue this season. They should get up on a team by 10, 14 points, 17 points, and continue to assault. That should happen this season with Derek Carr as your quarterback. But we'll see how it play out, man. All right, that's all I have for y'all for right now. Give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think Derek Carr can have a Drew Brees in his prime type season in his first year in the Saints uniform? Also, check out strike7sports.com/Saints for latest content on the Warren Saints organization. Have a blessed day. Peace. I'm out. Who that?